Morning. Okay, you better behave, machine, or I'm gonna poke you. That's right. Now look at here. I got my New York Sunday news. News about the Post, and I love the Post. I don't care what nobody says. It's the voice of God. Come to talk to me and tell me the way that really is. Unhappy ending. This is about the new Snow White cartoon. Not cartoon, half bullshit, and half feminist tirade against the men's. Snow White is not even saved by the princess. The prince. See, I get confused. The gender stuff is affecting you, my brain. Seeing Snow White, an evil queen, was jealous because she was vain, and she knew Snow White was the most beautiful girl in the world. And then she got mad, and then she made spooky, and she gave a poison apple and made her fall asleep. And Snow White met dwarfs, and the dwarfs loved Snow White and everything. And they were real dwarfs, well, cartoon dwarfs in the original cartoon. But then they were going to use real dwarfs, but they couldn't do that because of the political correct. It's not right. So then they had to make cartoon dwarfs, and that put out of work a bunch of midgets. Oh, let me tell you something. Midgets aren't that hired ever since they banned midget dwarfing tossing. Oh, the 80s was such a beautiful time of enlightenment, which you could toss a midget and then have a beer with him in the bar. But they don't do that no more. You have to look past that, and it's easy to look past midgets because they're little tiny people. You can't see my eye, and you step on them sometimes. But they need jobs too. And they all gotta be like that fancy actor who gets all the midget jobs. Let me tell you something, midgets. I'm all for you, and I accept you. But I don't think midgets should be put out of jobs by cartoons. And this woman, this Snow White girl, she don't think she needs a man. She was claiming that the prince, who was waking her up from the deep sleep, was molesting her because she was asleep and she didn't give her permission. Or she was with the poison apple. What is he supposed to do? And he thought she was so beautiful, he wanted to kiss her. He wasn't Bill Cosby, he was a good person. And yeah, she's a bitchy girl. She's no good. She says she wants to have it all, kids and a career. Oh, she'll ignore the kids. You know who said they could have it all? Hitler. That's who. That you don't want that to be a role model. Let me tell you something. That's enough about her, and enough about her dingy movie that flopped because it hates men. You gotta have as an untext, a subtext here that a lot of cartoons made by Disney, and you know who they're behind, are trying to undermine the heterosexual structure of the world so they can do the hoopy doop with everybody. Well, you're not gonna get away with it, not on my watch. Sleepy, no one. Unhappy endings. Oh, you want to know something? Teachers on a mass scale are doing and molesting teenagers and sub-teenagers like pubescent people. We're in the Board of Education. Now, let me tell you something. That's wrong. It's not that if you like someone beautiful like Mrs. Jackowitz, if she had molested me, I would have been, oh my goodness, I would have given her a medal. She was beautiful, tiny little thing, but I was a tiny little thing though. But all we could do was dream back then because we didn't have crazed teachers going doing the hoopy doop with people. Trey's beautiful teacher, frequently good looking women. Now, men, we hung them, but female yeah, who's really pretty, your first time gonna be a beautiful, a beautiful woman who's a psycho. So any woman who would do and molest her teenagers is gonna be a ooh, but at least, but most of you girls kind of ooh. It's true. I've met a lot of you, yeah, wackadoo. I don't know. I'm divided. I'm divided because the society says that's wrong. It's equally wrong if a man molests or a school teacher, a boy or girl, a man or a woman, molest a teenager or a sub-teenager, a pubescent. That's wrong. The pubescent. Come on. Even under no circumstances is that right. But what if they're like 13 and the man is, the boy is ready, and the girl, apparently she's a little mature, a psychopath. I don't know. I don't know. Sean Connery had his first romance with a teacher, an older woman, and he was happy. He's a great man. He's dead. Oh, but trans chaos. Now, I'm all for the trans community, just making nice and being tolerated, but I don't like superiority. And I don't like you nurturing kids to be trans before they even hit they're even out of pubescence. That is mutilating and castrating children. There's no compromise on this as far as I'm concerned. It's evil. It's going to be gone down in history as one of the greatest evils because the government's backing it up. That was never done, but it's not backing up anymore because Trump is in the sheriff's in town and he's going to arrest you. And I'm all for it, even though I've had gay people and trans people in my family. They were not castrating children. Neither did they even think about it. You stop it, bad people. Cult. You're a cult, I tells you. Cult, an evil cult. Yeah, you're like Scientology, only with scalpels. Oh, yeah, blind eye the boy of entities. French femitels, this year. With all the hate against men that's going on, and the men are getting shy and they're not going out to do the hoopy doop, and all the women who hate men because well, they're men, the world is going not having as much sex. It's true. Americans, at least, we've been polluted by male female hatred of men. Now, the Frenchies, they're different. The Frenchies are still friskier and they're doing the hoopy doop a lot with the men. God bless you, French people. God bless the French. You know, I used to think they were a bunch of smokers who have berets and have a lot of underarm hands in bed. Well, even if my stereotype is true, and eat little tiny meals so they stay skinny. Even if my stereotypes are true, you're nice tea Frenchies. You're going against the tide. You're gonna do the hoopy doop. With minutes the night do I sigh with happiness. The commies are in the colleges. Oh yeah, radical feminism. DNA or whatever it's called, where they hate the white people being taught. And of course, the new fad, hating the Jewish people. Let me tell you something, college commies, hummus supporters. And I don't mean hummus like the good, nice food that everybody should eat. No, I'm talking about the hummus terrorists or supporters. Now, gay people who support hummus, you see the connection that they kill you if you were there? And feminists, which are little things, don't you see that they're put like they'll kill you because you're feminist? You're attacking the tolerant United States of America. Oh, we wish that you not burn down and assault Jewish people and assault other people. Or burn our flag. Oh, when you burn my flag, I get mad. You should never change that law where it's okay to burn the flag. We should have never done it. I blame the judges. Oh, the judges. The commies, a lot of them Marxists, you know. Yeah, ooh, liberals and progressives. Oh, yeah, you're in trouble now. You're on the run because Trump is drumming up support. Now, this is the kind of stupid that's happening. In a juvenile delinquent place, a young man in his teens was raped by his therapist. Not a male therapist, but a female one called Bigfoot. What the hell is going on here that a woman can rape a man and overpower him? If she has a nickname like Bigfoot, she must have been a Bigfoot woman, and she had a big head. I saw her. This boy was a skinny little guy. Nobody wants to be raped by Bigfoot. Nobody wants to be nicknamed Bigfoot. What's going on in this world? Let's go. Queen's Judge Queen's Judge lets out 80% of violent criminals. You know why? Because she's a jerk, because she's a Marxist, because she doesn't believe the criminal justice system is just. Well, let me tell you something about violent criminals and violent psychotics. They're violent because they're evil. There's a good concept of good and evil here. Not social justice, it doesn't exist. The forces of good will triumph over the forces of evil. Oh, yeah. Telling you, it's going to happen. Oh, California scheming. Gavin Newsom, one of the greasiest bastards in the world, is going to try to become president because he looks like a presidential guy, except he lets his state burn down like a holocaust of flames. And the Democrats are trying to take over. They think the next year they're going to they're going to win because Trump will trip. But God is on Trump's side. You don't understand. Well, it just went like that. And then he killed. Really? This is good. Him and speaking of anti-Semites, Yassam, the punk, the who was married to Kim Basinger, is in the boobies, the booby lady, the booby tushy baby lady, whose boobies and tushies are not found in nature. He's a Hitlerist Nazi and proud of it, and a rapper. Now I have sympathy for him. He's schizophrenic and he's probably bipolar, and you can't trust anything he says. But you can't help it. So I feel sympathy. It's like I don't have a problem myself. Trish and Ghouls. What's going on? Tushy Ghouls. You know why? The Democratic Party is cannibalizing itself. They're fighting among themselves. Schumer, who didn't want to close down the government, is old school Democrat, Democrat. He's in trouble with the far left of AOC, who's a communist. Well, AOC, who's going to be a rich communist? It's a type. He's like what's his name? The old man. The old man. What is his name? What is his name? Anyway, Mr. Old Man what's his name? Old man. I don't mean Biden. I mean the other old man, the commie old man. He has $3 million and 3 homes. I want to give some of the subs to the homeless. He was real. We're dealing with a battle between billionaires and rich people and other millionaires. Yeah, not for the people. Senator Chutzpah. He's talking about anti-Semitism. He wrote a book about it. I mean, Mr. Schumer. Even though Schumer isn't fighting anti-Semitism in the colleges, making like one talk about it. No, I'm not Jewish. I'm far from Jewish. I did a 24 thing, and then not Jewish, Mongolian, sub-Saharan, a lot of European stuff. No Jewish blood. Strange. I get it. That's me. I got a good sense of humor. Mind benders about the cults that are taking over this country. Right now, we have a cult so evil, so monstrous, that it defies imagination. It's called the progressives. They will be beaten. It's always surprising progressives and commies come to the fore. They've been beaten, they've killed billions, literally hundreds of millions. Yet they come resurrected from the grave every 20 or 30 years. But they made one mistake. They went against God and country and the fundamental character of the American people. And they're going to get the shupa kicked out of them. I didn't say bad word. That's what I think. That's what I say. But today, onward, Trumpy soldiers, marching as to war, with the sword of freedom twice as strong as before.